Yo, what's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on out there today. Boom. Have a look at Bitcoin. Had a good weekly close or a good daily close. We closed outside of this falling wedge structure, so that's good. We, however, did not close above the 30-day SMA, which is, it's not bad, but I would have preferred it. Now, what I'm expecting here, guys, is a retest of this trend line, right? Are we going to come down? This is the moment of truth. We're going to come down and we're going to retest this. Now, either we're going to confirm the breakout and we're going to move to the upside, or breakout's going to fail and we're going to fall back down inside of here and start using this as resistance again. One of those two things is going to happen on this next daily candle. So hopefully we confirm the breakout and then we move to the upside. That's what we will be watching for within the next 24 hours. So, all right, let's get into the chat a little bit. What do we got here? Eddie with the super chat already. Hola, Rob. Do you ever use the global liquidity index as an indicator? Occasionally. Not my favorite, but occasionally I do, yes. Jake the Snake, now we wait and see. Daryl, hopefully continue upward. Hell yeah. Isaac's in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Mary's in the house. Patience is key. Lawrence, Rob, I'm officially out of dry powder. So excited. There you go, man. Joel, is it moon time yet? Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding. Guys, as always, hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Doesn't cost you a single red cent. Pennies are money. So go ahead and do that, guys. Go ahead. Pennies are money. Go ahead and do that for me. It'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. What else do we have? Oh, we got D's Nuts gifting out a membership. Guys, make sure you give a shout out to D's Nuts. That sounded funny. Give a shout out to D's Nuts. I kill myself sometimes, guys. Make sure you thank you to D's. Make sure you say thank you to D's Nuts. All right. Oh, thank you so much, buddy. I needed that. That was a good howl. Holy smokes. That was good. Oh, man. What else do we have here? What else do we have? Should I ape the rest of my dry powder in? Well, if you need help with your portfolio structure, get back over to the Patreon and we will help you with your portfolio. We'll help you figure it all out. We have one of the best communities, in my opinion, in the asset class. WF Capital, ZBEC is primed for a massive move. I agree. Double bottom. I was looking at the ZBEC chart on the live stream this morning. Double bottom in play on ZBEC. Pamping. Open Mic Friday is upon us. You are absolutely right, brother. You are absolutely right. I'm excited about that, guys. You guys always have a blast on Open Mic Fridays. So, yes, it's going to be a good time. Guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, get over to the Patreon and check out Open Mic Fridays, guys. It is a live stream, very interactive, like you have never experienced before. Amazing coins for you. What's up, weirdos? Stefan, my guy, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. GT, Rob, I'm starting to think Economic Ninja has some type of inside info on XCN that we don't. He hasn't streamed in over a month and conveniently pops back up yesterday and says he is all in. Yeah, maybe, who knows, right? Maybe he does. Maybe he's talking to somebody. Maybe he's got someone on the inside. Very, very possible. Wouldn't be the first time that a YouTuber did. Paul, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. JR Ford, then the bottom falls out. I'm starting to feel like a bag holder. I don't know why you would feel like a bag holder, man. Patience is key, brother. Patience is key. I'm not weird. You're weird. Jared, what's up, buddy? Definitely weirdos. There she is. Gamma Goddess in the house. Hope everyone's doing well. XEN went down, and it looks like it's trying to run again. Yeah, it jumped down to about 18% up, but now it's back up 25.2%. It's looking good. It's looking good. Lawrence, it's good that the market sentiment is still in fear. For now, yes, I agree. Easy. Friday pumps, weekend dumps, maybe. Listen, we have had weekends in the past, plenty of weekends where things still pumped over the weekend, plenty of times. Needs more room to go, absolutely. Magman, what's up, buddy? Happy Friday, man. Looking forward to the open mic. Yes, that's going to be something else, man. Mike, do you think we still have a little bit more time before ZBEC pops? What's the chart look like? Right now, the chart is on a double bottom pattern. I did some TA on it this morning on the live stream, and it has reached a double bottom, and it is primed for breakout. We looked at ZBEC on a double bottom pattern, primed for a breakout. We looked at Jasmy, and we looked at XYO, both currently breaking out of falling wedge patterns. Could be some very good price action to the upside if Bitcoin allows it. Dave, I will not say thank you to... That's fair. I completely understand your position. Stopped in, Jared. Not strapped on for ZBEC to Zoom. Come on, let's go. We want it to Zoom. Alex, Rob, what do you think about, what up? Think about buy the dip meme coin. I'm not huge on meme coins, man. Once in a while, I don't mind them. But too many rugs, man. You know? What's my max deadlift? I don't even remember anymore. I haven't tried for a max deadlift in years. I'm an old man now. Right now, I try to stay around 400, 405. I try to stay around there right now, just to just stay in shape a little bit. But I mean, I'm in my mid 40s now. I'm not trying to break my back, going any heavier anymore. Should I just jump 1K into Cookie or wait? Well, I mean, Cookie's not a bad entry point. It's still down almost 12% on the week. Cookie's still 8 cents. Yeah, Cookie's, despite the fact that it's up 3.6%, it's still a pretty good entry point or DCA opportunity. I wouldn't ape in all in, though. If I had $1,000 and was going to DCA in, I probably wouldn't ape. I have a confession. I chased a green candle today on Miria. That's okay. Miria is still a good entry point, though. Miria, it's only up 6.3%, 1.8 on the week. So, yeah, Miria is still a fantastic entry point as well. Can't wait to get back into the six-figure club. Hell yeah, Squirt Reynolds. Let's go, baby. It'll all work out, though. I feel it. Absolutely, man. Toshi trying to do something. Is Toshi trying to do something? Is Toshi trying to creep on the come up? 32.3% up for Toshi. Yeah, she's looking juicy. Pikachu, finally. Pikachu in the house. Holy smokes. You missed it, man. Yesterday we had Bulbasaur, we had Squirtle, we had Charmander, we had Ditto, we had Mewtwo. We did not have Pikachu. Jasmine going to the moon tonight. Let's go. Christopher, what's up, buddy? How do you join the Patreon? Love your Jasmine news. My friend, the link is in the chat right now. I just posted it. Come on over. You picked a good night to do it. It's Open Mic Fridays over on the Patreon, man. You're not going to want to miss that. So get over there. It's a great time. WF Capital, thanks for the membership. He says to D's nuts. Peebs, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. What it do, Mark? Good to see you, man. XCN moving closer to my exit levels. 7 to 11 cents incoming. Hey, I will take 7 to 11 cents all day long, buddy. Doug, what's up, my guy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. All right, guys, let's get into some of the news, shall we? Let's get to talking about some of this doings a transpiring. All right, first though, guys, real quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Self Custody Wallet. Get yourselves ones today, guys. Use our link. Get a great deal. Not your keys, not your coins, guys. Get your stuff off exchanges while you can. Don't risk getting hacked. Okay, what else do we have? Let's get into an article first, and then we'll get into a video. I'm feeling an article here. We'll see how my reading skills are today. New move concerning Bitcoin and altcoins from Japan. Deadline May 10th. What's this? Japan is taking a strategic step towards cryptocurrencies. According to the latest developments, Japan's Financial Services Agency, or FSA, has published a proposal that aims to categorize cryptocurrencies according to the distribution of funds. At this point, the FSA plans to separate Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies into two categories in order to better regulate them, aiming to make crypto rules more effective and easier to implement. The FSA has sought public input before finalizing and presenting the proposal. It has stated that it is open to comments and suggestions until May 10th. According to the FSA proposed regulatory scheme, there is a two-tier system. Type 1 category includes tokens used to raise funds for a business or core project, so like an ICO. This includes new altcoin projects that still need funding, so like an ICO, which would be technically a security, right? Under the Type 2 category, there are cryptocurrencies that are more decentralized or have a more established presence. Top cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum that do not raise funds for a business fall into a second category. So basically, if you do an ICO, you're probably going to be a security, which would be, right? And if you do a fair launch or anything like that, it's a completely decentralized project, then you're fine, right? Or if you just dump all your tokens into circulation to begin with, you don't try and sell them to raise money to run your business, right? So the FSA notes that cryptocurrencies will be subject to different regulations depending on which category they fall into. Yeah, it will be the same in the US. So securities, so ICOs will likely go to the SEC, and everything else will likely go to the CFTC, right? Japan has been making significant efforts to support the growth and regulation of the crypto industry, despite its historically restrictive stance. Japan is taking a more moderate approach to crypto regulations. This is fantastic news, guys, in terms of adoption for crypto in Japan. One of the most strict regulated countries in the world when it comes to cryptocurrencies. In fact, they're so strict that right now, Jasmy is the only legally regulated cryptocurrency in Japan. Mankey's up 83%. Sheesh. I'd buy that for $1. Let's go. 7 cents would be nice to take a little profit. I hear you, man. I hear you on that. Yeah, my bad. I was at the gym. I think I broke something doing paddle rope. I'm buying one of those for outside in my backyard, actually, man, this summer. I'm buying the rope, and I'm buying one of those massive tractor tires so I can just go outside and flip the hell out of it in the field, right? That's my plan. I'm going to do some Rocky training this summer. I'm going to blast some Eye of the Tiger. I guess it was these nuts. I finally locked in at 20 million Myriad. Nice. Congratulations, GT. That's what I like to hear, man. I hope I hit 30 before summer ends. Let's get it, man. You can do it. Put your back into it, just like Ice Cube said. Isaac, I appreciate you. I appreciate you more, Isaac. My appreciation can beat up your appreciation any day, brother. I love you, brother. Absolutely. How funny I got the gift. Rob, keep it up, man. Thank you so much, Marcus. Richard, Rob, love the Patreon. Soon we'll be swimming in money like Scrooge McDuck. Ha! You're aging us both by talking about Scrooge McDuck, but I agree. Got to keep away those Beagle Boys, though. You know what I'm saying? Who's ready for that Zebek pump? Absolutely. Amen, man. Amen to that. You think Zebek will get that exchange stuff sorted? Yeah, I do. I do. And you know what? It's not even affecting the price really anyway. So let's hope politicians can keep quiet for a few weeks. Yeah, no kidding, brother. No kidding. Man, D's Nuts is, is sending gifts all over the place today. Guys, if you're one of the people who gets a free membership, make sure you show your appreciation to D's Nuts. Okay? Oh, man, this is hilarious. That name works on so many levels. Gotta spread these nuts around. Oh, man. Good time. Good times. Will you suggest waiting on the next correction before I buy more Jasmine? Honestly, man, Jasmine, in my opinion, I was just looking at the chart. Where were we here? Here. Let me pull up the Jasmine chart. Let me show you something. And then you can be the judge of that, okay? Let me slap you with some knowledge. All right? Okay, so check this out. Check this out on the Jasmine chart, okay? So Jasmine is literally just confirming the same breakout that we just saw Swift and XCN complete, okay? As you can see, falling wedge pattern, Jasmine's breaking out. The difference here is that Jasmine has been in this falling wedge pattern for much longer, about 2 months longer than XCN and Swiftcoin have, right? So we've just broken out. So I believe that Jasmine and XYO, they're both look identical in the charts right now. They're both about to have about 100 to 150% pump to the upside, in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion, okay? So now look at this chart. Memorize this chart. This is the Jasmine chart. Just starting the breakout, okay? Now, I'll show you look at this. Now look at XCN's chart. Exactly the same thing, shorter time frame. Look at the breakout on XCN from the falling wedge pattern, okay? So you tell me, out of that information, you tell me if you think you should wait to buy more Jasmine or not, right? Because if you do, Jasmine's price could be way up here. Just saying, right? Ramona, what's going on? Finally caught a YouTube live. Yes, I haven't seen you in a little bit. I know you'll be present for the open mic night, though. You're always there for that. Thank you so much, Ramona. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. What else do we have? Yeah, that's a good plan, Rob. Get a rowing machine also. After 30 minutes, you'll feel... Well, here's the thing, Jeremiah, about the rowing machine. I would love to get one. Here's my struggle. Here's my problem. It is my wife's favorite cardio machine, besides myself. My wife's favorite cardio machine. And I will never get a turn. I'll never be allowed to use it. Ryan, what's up, man? Good to see you. Why so much fun with these nuts? Got him. I didn't get a gift. Wanted to thank the nuts. Carlos, XCN up 17% on the last hour. Is it up that much on the hour? Let's check it out. It's actually up 19.8% on the hour. Check this out. Yeah, look at this. Where's my bubbles? Where is my bubbles? Boom. Look at that. Oh, it's up 16% on the hour now. Nice. Go back to the daily. Boom. Nice. That's what I like to see. Funky XCN pumped over 110% this morning, and it's now down to 25%. Good time to DCA. Would you wait for a further correction? Well, I mean, listen, I was hoping we would close our daily candle on XCN right... Oh, I moved it off the screen. Let's put it back up there. I was hoping for a daily close on XCN right above this blue line at 2 cents 02. And we did that, right? We wicked down, we retested support at 1 cent 8, and now we're back above. So we need to break above resistance right here. I would say could potentially act as resistance at 2 cents 3 8. But right now we've built some support. We've built some support right here. Now we need to do it over the next couple of days, right? Or will we just continue to the upside? We'll see. Nia, was nice hearing you laugh so much. No, Rob, you work so hard, so we like that you're smiling and laughing. Yeah, I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place. We had a rough couple of weeks, but we're all doing good now, guys. As a community, we're all doing good now, right? We got through it. We got through the BS, and now we are back to having a grand old time. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nia. I appreciate you. I'm nuts. You're nuts. We're all these nuts. Go time. What's up, buddy? Just got home from work. Nice, nice, nice. Free pick. What's up, man? Don't get enough credit for what you do. We really appreciate it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Stefan says, hit the like button. Crypto Future really appreciates your support and help make this channel booming and grow. Yes, absolutely. Carlos, even closer. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, it went down to 110.8. Yeah, retested support. It was a good retest. We came right down. We wicked. The fact that we wicked all the way back up here, guys, that's a very good sign because it shows a lot of buying pressure down at 1 cent 8. People bought it right back up over that 2 cent level. Very, very good sign, right? Yes, where has Holmes been? I know. I asked that the other day. I was like, where the heck is Holmes? I haven't seen him in like a month, it feels like. Holmes, if you're watching a replay, Beebs and I say, you got some splaining to do. And you know who else we haven't seen in a while, Beebs? Boomer effing Sooner. We need to hold these guys accountable. Will. Thanks, man. I've been watching all your streams on YouTube for the last 6 months. You've helped me gain a lot of profits. It's my first cycle, and I'm already up. Just purchased more. Appreciate you. Hey, no problem, brother. You want to learn more or you want to make more money, get over to the Patreon, man. Join the community. It's open mic Friday nights, guys. It's going to be a fantastic time. I'm just waiting patiently for XCN to get to 11 cents or better. There you go. Absolutely. The Rogue Air bikes are a good workout, 20 minutes. Yeah, but you know what? Those seats are so uncomfortable. I know, first world problems, right? But man, they really, really hurt sitting on those bike seats. I'm getting notifications again. Nice. Maybe we're coming through the tunnel here, guys. We're not getting suppressed anymore, maybe. That's awesome. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for letting me know, man. If Zebek breaks out, how fast or how long? I think when Zebek has a breakout, I think we're going to see a 300 to 500% run, like similar to what we saw on XCN back in, back in like January. Was it January? Something like that. December, something like that. That was slowing me down. All right, what else do we have? We're going to get into a video in a moment. I just want to try to catch up on the chat a little more. Moto, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Rodney's in the house. Jake the Snake, Roberto. Why are you so arrogant? Who do you think you are, being such a nice guy? Man, I hope to see you all, my crypto fam, on the Patreon tonight. Yes, going to be a great time. Yeah, where's Boomer, too? Absolutely, man. Pump, pump, pump. These likes up. Absolutely. My guy. I'm late. 50 push-ups, but I was hanging with Otaku, so maybe 25. I'll give you a 25 push-up Otaku tax. Absolutely. Like and subscribe, Nick says. Everyone join the live tonight on the Patreon. It's going to be an absolute blast. Absolutely, man. Let's check this out, guys. Apple's moving iPhone production into the U.S. has extremely low odds, says Bank of America. Yeah, you know how much it's going to cost for Apple to move production to the United States and how long it would take? Listen up.
Right now is Wamsi Mohan, Bank of America Global Research Senior IT hardware analyst. Good morning to you. What is the prospect, you think, of Apple actually moving iPhone production to the U.S., if you were to handicap that?
Yeah, good morning, Andrew. Thanks for having me. I think the probability is extremely low that we actually move iPhone production into the U.S. We did a theoretical exercise of looking at how much it would cost if you could actually just ship all the components over to the U.S. and then try to build the phone. It involves a lot of logistical challenges, even if you were able to get all the components tariff-free, and that would raise the price on the cost to make it by about 25%. If you actually tariff these at the rates that we're talking about, it becomes very prohibitive. It would be twice the cost to do it. So it's not the most efficient way, clearly, to go about managing a supply chain. And we think that the beneficiary here really is going to be India, because they have a really good iPhone lineup up and working. They've got about 15% of iPhones currently of global production currently being made in India. And we think it's only going to speed up the rate of transition of ramping up capacity in India. So we think the probability of actually doing it here in the U.S. is very, very low.
When you start to think about India, though, what do you think the cost differential starts to look like?
Yeah, the cost differential actually is not super significant, because the Indian government has been very willing to subsidize and provide a lot of different initiatives and work very closely with Apple to ramp production. So this has been a mutually very beneficial relationship from an India perspective. And the ramp has actually taken a very long time, right? But now you've gotten to the point where you're making 30 million iPhones in India, but there's still 230 million iPhones to be sold globally. So there's plenty of room over here, and the Indian government is working very closely with Apple to try to get that ramp done. So we think it's mutually very beneficial. We don't think the cost structure aligns very differently, given some of the incentives around some of the import duties and some of the tax benefits and other things that the government has been willing to share with Apple.
Wamsi, when you heard Tim Cook announce earlier this year that Apple was going to make something, I think, along the lines of a $500 billion investment in terms of manufacturing in the United States, what does that mean to you? Did you look at that and think that's new? It's not new? It's a press release?
Yeah, Andrew, it's a great question. I think Apple has made prior announcements of maybe slightly lower magnitudes. 500 billion was definitely the higher end of what they've announced during prior administrations. Now, when you think about what all is included in there, we think the direct investment is not super high. We think there is, the money that they pay, let's say, to Qualcomm or Avago or other companies within their cost of goods that's included in there. They could be including taxes in there. They could be including developer things in there. So it's not that there's $500 billion of CapEx that's going into U.S. It's nowhere close to that, right? So in the past, when we've seen some of these investment headlines, the actual increase in spend, whether you look at it from a CapEx perspective or you look at it from a R&D plus CapEx perspective, has just not been that high. So we don't think that. So I'd say it's more around the fact that they have a commitment. They want to highlight that they're deeply invested in the U.S. economy. They are creating jobs, and they're including a whole bunch of stuff. But I wouldn't take it as a direct line of saying, hey, here we're doing $500 billion to make iPhones in the U.S.
Would you buy, real quick, would you buy Apple at this point?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I mean, we look at Apple from a perspective of where is the earnings power of this company going to go, right? And when we think about that earnings power, currently Street is somewhere north of $8. I think if you tariff this at even the highest tariff rates that I've come across, you could diminish that earnings power down to $7. But there is so much optimization that Apple can do that we think the net result of this, although there's a ton of uncertainty about all of this right now, we do think that the net negative impact to EPS will be much more limited. So effectively, you're getting Apple at below 25 times, and that's historically proven to be a very good level to own this when you look at the returns in the following 12 months. So we do think that it's a very compelling investment, and remains actually one of the best suited companies to navigate this tariff headwind, because they have a margin structure that supports that. You can absorb $20 billion of incremental cost. Most companies can't do that. So we think Apple's very well positioned ultimately.
I was looking at some of the numbers earlier today, guys, and from what I saw, I think they said the Apple iPhone would go from what is it right now? It's about $1,200 to $1,500 for an Apple iPhone, I believe, right? They said the number would go up to about $3,400 a phone if they moved manufacturing to the United States. That's insane, because that's how cheap it is for them to build phones elsewhere, right? So I don't see, that's why he was saying it's too expensive for them to build iPhones in the US. Doesn't matter how much tariff there is, it's the price they'd have to charge. Would you pay, think about this, would you pay really $3,500 for a phone that already costs $1,200 to $1,500? I think $1,200 to $1,500 is already a ridiculous price, right? Imagine paying imagine paying that much more. Insane, guys. So something to think about. I'm just trying to clean my glasses here real quick because I can't see. Yeah. Isaac, dumb money is MIA. Yeah, Isaac, sorry, brother. I thought you knew, man. I thought you knew, brother. Dumb money is no longer with us. So yeah, God bless him. He's no longer with us, my friend. We lost a soldier. For sure. Fed statement sparks concerns over market stability. As Bitcoin's price hovers around 82K, the cryptocurrency market faces increased volatility following impactful remarks from a member of the Federal Reserve. These statements have raised concerns regarding the potential downturn, prompting questions about the implications for a broader financial landscape. Fed member Williams has notably addressed tariffs directly, marking a shift in focus contrary to expectations. Recent producer price index, PPI, figures reflect a decline in investor sentiment. Additionally, the Michigan inflation expectation statistic has surged from 5% to 6.7%, signaling growing concerns among economists. Williams pointed out that inflation levels are set to rise considerably, with tariffs posing a significant threat to annual economic growth. He stated, quote, tariffs will raise inflation this year by 3.5 to 4%. The economy is enveloped in uncertainty, with tariffs and trade playing critical roles in this dynamic. Despite the market's reaction, expectations for interest rate reductions have diminished. Reports indicate that the meeting between the leaders of China and the U.S. is on the horizon. Should they fail to reach an agreement, the resulting uncertainty may lead to a scenario where recession fears overshadow concerns about a depression. The ramifications of these developments are complex, with experts cautioning against overlooking the interplay of inflation. I don't think that it will raise inflation at all, to be honest with you. I've watched a lot of content covering whether the tariffs will cause inflation stuff. I don't know. I think that there are other things not being considered when it comes to inflation. The tariffs and inflation. So I don't know. I'm not really on board with that. Ramona, the Fed is afraid of crypto. 100%. 100%. Absolutely. Where were we here? Nick says, like and subscribe. Everyone join us tonight live on the Patreon. Yes, absolutely. Juan, 25% tariff on otaku. Yep, exactly. Shane, I'm late. I'm here. No push-ups today. It's leg day. I'll do weighted sleds instead. That's acceptable. Funky, Apple made the iPhone 5C in Texas last time an iPhone was $99, but the quality suffered and they pulled out. Yeah. Also, thanks again for the one-on-one today. Although brief, it's invaluable knowledge. Hey, no problem, brother. No problem. Guys, listen. If you're newer to crypto, if you need a one-on-one coaching call, get over to the Patreon. You can book them for free over there. It's a free tool. Why would you not use it, right? Have somebody, have me sit down with you, look at your portfolio, make sure you're not over diversified, make sure you're pointed in the right direction for this altcoin season, guys. It's free. Take advantage of it. The news looks good for Jasmine, especially with Japan news. Absolutely, man. Go Time says, jump on the open mic night. Absolutely. Also, thanks for the one-on-one. Read that already. Where does 300 to 500% breakout get us? Squirt Reynolds says 2045. There you go, man. There you go. Squirt Reynolds on top of things. Rob Father, I'm late. Stream catching up. Give a shout out to these nuts. Yes, absolutely. I won't pay 10 cents for an iPhone. Yeah, I'm an Android guy too, man. So focus. Rob goes full shirtless on the Patreon. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Look at those pythons. Year of the snake. Volks, what's up, buddy? Thinking that Japan news will take us to the take us out of the monitoring zone. Well, I mean, listen, Hara said that he finally found out what he needs to do to get us out of the monitoring zone, and said he was on a mission to do it. So we'll see if he achieves it, right? There's no phone that costs more than $50 to make. I would agree with that, David. It's all about profits, right? Greed, corporate greed. I'm here to soak up more of Rob's knowledge. Hey, Strawberry Dragon in the house. You skipped out on me. Never. Isaac, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, volume on XCN 700 million. Yeah, crazy. What is the volume right now on it? Yeah, volume 683 million. Crazy. All right, what else do we have, guys? We got ourselves another clip. Let's watch another video, shall we? Another clip. Green Tea, Squirtle dropping a 10 on the super chat. Thank you so much, Green Tea. You're always here. You're always supporting me. You're always supporting the channel. I appreciate you so much. Always peeking in on X as well. Dropping one of my favorite Pokemon in the chat. I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you so much. Funstrat Newton, there's evidence equities may have bottomed. Have we bottomed? Listen up.
This now is Mark Newton, Fundstrat Global Head of Technical Strategy. And one of the things we've talked about, Mark, is whether there's, disregardless. I think that's right. Regardless, irregardless, and you got to do it twice. So
double negative.
Right. Regardless of whether we try to put Humpty Dumpty back together right now, are there underlying, is there underlying damage that's been done, or is this all kind of within the realm of what happens when you see a break in the markets and it starts healing itself?
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, Joe and Becky. Look, I think there has been quite a bit of damage in the last 7-8 weeks. However, equities have pulled back to an area that is quite important. We have seen evidence of now volume dispersion that's been pretty significant, along with just breadth really being washed out in recent weeks. So there is some evidence that equities have in fact made a bottom and or in a bottoming process. Now that doesn't mean that we move straight back to the highs. I think it's going to be a 2 steps forward, 1 step back type process, or really an L-shaped stock market probably for the next 30 to 60 days. So a lot of volatility, that's not going away anytime soon. There are at least some technical reasons to think that markets have stabilized in the short run and can try to work a little bit better in the weeks and the months to come.
Like what?
Can I just ask real quickly, when you say an L-shaped market performance from here, you mean we've already drawn the first line of the L, the downside, and now we're going to bounce around, not that there's another down leg to come before we get there?
Yeah, we've seen some pretty severe deterioration, obviously, and now I think we likely could go sideways for probably another 1 or 2 months before starting a larger rally. So I think we've stabilized. Tough to see a V-shaped, in my opinion. We did see, obviously, a very good move on Wednesday, but as we saw yesterday, we've given it right back. But this area is very important. We've seen signs of technology really starting to stabilize. This past week, one of the biggest moves in Mag 7 off the lows. That's very encouraging. This morning's evidence of bank earnings is also very encouraging for the financial sector at a time when everybody thought they would come in poor. So I think, financials is the second largest sector, of course, within the S&P, technology being the first. And, a lot of the pessimism and sentiment with all this money moving all of a sudden from the U.S. abroad, I think is really ill-timed. We've actually seen the U.S. outperform over the last week over Europe and also out of Asia. Most of the world seems to be catching up at the time when the U.S. is finally starting to stabilize.
Are you able to talk about bonds and currencies as well, Mark?
Yeah, I think that the basis trade was something that was sort of interesting. That was certainly what drove, the POTUS and or Treasury put, so to speak, this past week. So, we had about $12 trillion of unwind in the equity market that was disregarded, but it really was a dislocation in the bond market. One of the fastest moves up in long rates that we've seen in almost 40 years that honestly caused action. And I think that's important because we haven't really seen that put thus far, and all of a sudden it materialized. So, very rapid rise, obviously, in 10s, 2s, and the spread steepening. My thinking is that that's not going to be persistent. We're going to see rates start to come down really in the months to come.
How about sentiment?
Let's go, baby.
Is it you just throw that out the window at this point, or how investors are feeling? Is it all held hostage by what actually happens with policy?
Yeah, sentiment has been bearish for some time. Arguably, that started to turn into capitulation almost earlier this week. So we saw not only traditional retail gauges reach almost the highest levels we've seen in 2 decades, things like fear and greed or AII, but it really was, honestly, the downside volume that was so extreme that happened earlier this week. The TRIN and or the ARMS index reached 3.43, meaning almost all the volume was to the downside late last week, earlier this week. That was coupled by one of the best moves in advanced decline to the upside that we've seen in some time, like a 60-to-1 upside to downside ratio. So that's pretty convincing that we're likely trying to put in some type of a low. However, to your point, there has been a lot of damage done. This is not going to be a quick move back to new highs. This is going to take time.
It's going to be quick, baby. It's going to be quick. Let's go. All-time highs. All right. Where are we here? Boom. Before I get back into the chat, guys, quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Self-Custody Wallet. I use it. You should use it, guys. Not your keys, not your coins. Biometric authentication cold wallets, guys. Do not get hacked. Don't leave your crypto on the internet, dangling it like a carrot for hackers to come and take. Get yourself one today. Use our link down below. Get a phenomenal deal. Funky, the stream left me. Had to refresh. Really? That's messed up, man. No, thank you, Green Tea. Thank you. Thank you for Squirtle. Thank you for the name, because listen, green tea is one of my favorite drinks, right? You know that. Loving HJ, RES 25, new law, exchanges won't be reporting or our buy or sell details to the IRS. There you go. Privacy, baby. Milk Money in the house. Good evening, future family. Almost time for open mic. Yes. Open mic Friday nights, guys. Get over to the Patreon. You do not want to miss that. Funky, Canada and China are the big ones not getting any reprieve. I don't know. I read yesterday, I think it was yesterday or was it this morning, that Canada had actually put a pause on the tariffs on the States as well. Canada paused everything from what I saw. Maybe I misread something. Hey, Rob, how high can we expect Jasmy this cycle? I'm holding almost a year. Almost a year? Got to pump those numbers up. Listen, I literally have about 6 or 7 Jasmy price prediction videos. You know what? I'm going to do? Let me reassess Jasmy. Let me reassess the market and everything. I'm going to do a new Jasmy price prediction video. So keep an eye out for that. I'll try to do one maybe tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that. What's up, peeps? Liquidity in the house. It's good if Hara gets Jasmy out of the monitoring zone. Yes, no kidding. We can finally get that manipulation off of our shoulders. Rob, I'm on the Patreon, but how the hell do I set up a one-on-one? Shoot me a DM, Juan. Just shoot me a DM, and I will get you booked in. Amos saw that White Rock is on the XRP ledger. I have XCN, Swift, and now White. Just sharing. Nice. Send Rob a DM. Yes, absolutely, man. Shoot me a DM, and we will get you booked in. All right, guys, speaking of the Patreon, I got to get ready to go live over there. We will be live on the Patreon in about 25, 30 minutes. Give you guys time to get in there and get ready for another live stream. It's a video call, guys. It's completely different. Get over there, get all of your questions answered. Join the community. It is open mic Friday nights, guys. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. Nobody else is doing what we're doing. Also, book your one-on-one coaching calls with me for absolutely for free over on the Patreon as well. So get over there, get your spot booked in. Why not use the free tools at your disposal, guys? Get the help that you need in your portfolio and so much more. Look at the market right now. Do you know what to do? Should you be taking profits? What are you going to roll those profits into? All these questions I can answer for you. Check it out on the Patreon, guys. The link is down below. I will see you guys in about a half hour live over on the Patreon. Open mic Fridays, guys. Take care. God bless.